What's going on, family? Black Flynn checking in. Owner of HogOn Welding and the founder of Welding and Hip Hop. Wanted to come to you real quick. I'm at the gas station. I was just gassing up. And I wanted to talk to you about building your business on a rock and not sand. I want to say that because I think it's very important. And I just want to share some of my personal experiences with not having solid information. You want to build it on solid information. You want to build it on facts. You want to build it on what works. Not on what you heard, what you think. If what you think hasn't been tested, then it's not going to work. There is many ways to network organically, so everybody have a different approach. But there's fundamental basics on getting your business started and getting things together that it's going to take some solid information. Like you need to know that you can't go backwards. You need to know that there are some steps and orders to getting things established, and especially if you want to be a business, and want to be protected and want to have some assets that can be passed down um, to your children. If you want to try to build real generational wealth and passive income, you need to create businesses. You know, um, I heard a guy tell me one time, a guy told me one time dealing with businesses is like having kids. It's like you can have as many as kids if you want to. And if something happened and it goes under, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You can have another one. So you can have as many businesses. A lot of successful entrepreneurs have dozens of businesses, small business ventures, all type of business ventures that's making capital, that's making some type of revenue. And I think that you should stick with things that work. If you're going to start small, which you should start small, if you're in the position to jump off and really get some things do it, more power to you. But for those who have to start small, man, just find you something that works. Find your niche. Now everybody has different lanes, but it's certain things that has been tested by time, like has been tested that retail works. And not only does retail works, if the retail is in the right location, it's always going to be prosperous. If it's providing the right products, it's going to prosper. If you have a food business and it's in the right location and it got quality food, it's always gonna prosper. Like good food restaurants don't go out of business. Now a food chain might go out of business, but a good food restaurant, man, it's gonna have to. I have seen them having to shut people down and like, hey, that's all we can do today. You know what I mean? So I think that we have to figure out ways to find what works. And I just want to say that because I started off trying to do different things that I heard and people said this and said that, and once I started testing the waters, I realized like, man, you know what? It wasn't that they was necessarily trying to tell me wrong, but they couldn't tell me right because they didn't have the right information. So sometimes the wrong thing to do is get your information from someone who doesn't have the right information. Like you want to be a millionaire, right? You want to be a successful person. You want to be a business owner. So how are you going to talk to people who's not on that level or haven't achieved that or not even in that direction? You see what I'm saying? You're getting your advice from someone who want to punch a clock all their life, who's okay with hoping that they get some social security at the end. So if you thinking like an entrepreneur, those are not your thoughts. You ain't on that train of thought. So you gonna have to try to figure out ways to build yourself on facts, on solid information. You know what I mean? I feel like because if you don't, man, when situations go like it is now, when up and down and people trying to find their way, you're gonna sink. And nobody, we all seen the pictures of quicksand. Nobody want to get in a situation where you have a slow death and that you can't get out of that you put yourself in a situation where it's up above your neck and no matter how bad you try to climb out, you can't get out. Like we don't want to be in a situation like that. I think as grown people, once you hit a certain age, we all have faced a situation where we're like, you know what, I survived that. I am not going through that again. We have to be realistic and realistic with knowing that, hey, if you created something, used to say, if you made your bed, you're gonna have to lay in it. It is what it is. So try to prevent ourselves from getting in situations where it's going to keep us from prospering, keep us from growing, keep us from getting to the levels where we need to get to. And like I say, now I just see it more than ever. You know, like dealing with business, being in a new area. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad I prepared certain things because me not being prepared in certain areas would have made me fail coming here. So I have really noticed how I love to say proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Like it really does. Like if you prepare, if you know you're gonna do something and you're trying to accomplish something, sometimes in the midst of it you have to change the game up. So don't be naive and stubborn to not like change it up when you see you got to go left and can't go right. Like some people like, oh, I'm just going right and I'm not gonna listen to reason, man. Well, you're gonna get messed up probably. Something probably gonna happen. You might it's might not gonna work out the way you want it to work out because you're not listening to reason. Like once you get that warning sign and say, hey, I need to switch this up, switch it up. It's okay. And don't despise who gets sent to you because the message is gonna come to you 9 times out of 10 in ways that you're not gonna be familiar with. Might be for people that you might not uh thought would have came with a message like that for you. But it was for you, you know. So I don't judge who come to me with a good message, with a good word. If I need it, I'm gonna receive it. If I, you know deep inside if it's meant for you. So I would just say get some good information, seek good information. There's many good information out there on YouTube. There's many people out there that's doing things that's actually very beneficial to your growth and development. So think of that and try to all you can to get all the solid information you can. You know, stop listening to what they tell you. Break the myths. You know, break the myths. You don't have to have a high school diploma to be successful. You don't have to have a GED. You don't have to go in debt. You don't have to go in college to be a welder, to be a business owner. None of that, you know. But ain't nothing wrong with having all of that. You know what I'm saying? But don't use that as an excuse of why you can't do it. That's all I'm saying. So just wanted to leave you with that and just say, man, y'all be safe out there. It's raining where I'm at. The weather's kind of bad today, so I'm out networking, man. So y'all be blessed and be safe. Hold on.